All right, Nessa girl, let's get into polls from last night. Now, y'all know I'm in a shitty mood today. I got some family drama going on, and I told y'all on the last video, but polls did make me feel a little better. So let's jump on in. Angel's story about being slapped across the face on Christmas touched me on the inside part, but it didn't call my name. What it made me think about, though, is that good or bad, holidays trigger memories for all of us. Case in point, the day after Thanksgiving will always be the day my mom died. So I really I really related to Angel when she was kind of in a solemn mood as it related to Christmas. Nevertheless, Ricky walked his first ball in that stunning fur jacket under. That thing was everything. When Pray Tell told that girl looking like a grape raccoon, bitch, I hollered. Then she put that fur jacket down on the thing. He said, only the liner touches the floor. That scene was everything. Quiet as it's kept. Ricky ass shouldn't have won first runner up with that stiff ass walk, but he cute or whatever, so we gonna let it ride. I thought, y'all, that we were going to be able to make it at least 30 minutes into the episode having a feel-good time before polls took us somewhere really deep. I really enjoyed, I don't know if enjoyed is the right word, but I really liked the way they did that with Pray Tell and the dance teacher not knowing one another, both getting off of the same elevator, both checking in on the same floor, both going to see two different people plagued by the same disease, both having two different relationships, but both affected by the AIDS epidemic. Pray Tell happened to be his boyfriend, so he was directly yet indirectly affected. And the dance teacher was going to see one of her students, so she was affected by love of a teacher to student relationship, and the student having no real family. Like, y'all, that was really deep. And it also just gave me a heightened awareness of what was really going on at the height of the AIDS epidemic. I was born in 1983, so at the height of it, I was a kid. Didn't really know, I was a baby at that. Didn't really know much about what was going on. I did have an older cousin that died of AIDS, and Daryl was I maybe was 10 or 11 when he died. And yet and still, I really didn't grasp what all was going on, what was happening. And even now, I think with the advances in modern medicine, while I know a lot of people who are infected or affected by the disease, I've experienced very little death around me as it relates to this disease. So hearing about the AIDS epidemic, learning about it, it feels like one of those distant things in history, like slavery. Yeah, like we know about it, but I really didn't feel it. I didn't endure it, so I really didn't get it. I really don't get the magnitude of what was going on. In this one moment, though, that hospital scene just really, for 5 seconds, made me understand and feel, though I'll never truly be able to feel, but feel the magnitude of what was going on. And then when they went to the next scene and Pray Tell was sitting in his house with Blanca, just talking about how everybody around him is dropping like flies. Every boyfriend he doesn't know if he's going to be there. The term dropping like flies is what I've heard a lot of my older friends say that lived through that time. They were like, everybody was dropping like flies. So it was just very, it was very deep and eye-opening, and whoever is responsible for that scene, Ryan Murphy, the writers, whoever, you guys are doing a very good job. And I can tell whoever put this together, they went back and really interviewed and talked to a lot of people who were present during that time, because you guys are capturing so detailed the emotion, the thought pattern, the sequence of thoughts that was going on during that time. So shouts out to Pose for that. Pray Tell talking to Blanca, and Blanca, that was another telling, scene when Pray Tell didn't want to talk about it out of respect for Blanca and her inevitable ending. And she was like, well, girl, I ain't dead yet. I'm still alive. Out of sight, out of mind. Let's talk about it. Followed by that, y'all hit us with another double whammy, and I really want to talk about this one. When Angel got her new apartment, then that Janet Jackson "Let's Wait a While" started playing. Even though the sun is up and shining, I felt so fishy in that moment. I just felt so sexy. I felt so desired. I felt fishy, bitch. Just fishy. And in that moment, I figured out that my next career, I am going to be in charge of the music for movies and TV shows, because whoever the fuck, and I keep saying this every episode, whoever the fuck is doing this music, they are doing the dog fuck out of this music, especially as it relates to the music being culturally relevant, chronologically relevant, and then relevant to the scene. "Let's Wait a While" by Janet Jackson and her breathy singing ass captured everything that needed to be captured in that moment. But here's the deep part, and I mean no disrespect when I say this. That love scene between the white guy and Angel, for me, it humanized trans women. And I know that may sound like an ugly thing to say on the surface, but trans women, from my vantage point, when it comes to sex, are often viewed as some like twisted fetish or some raunchy secret, you know? And it was a true love scene. And in that moment, I didn't see a trans woman. I didn't see a chick with a dick. I didn't see titties in the dick. I saw a woman being made love to for the very first time. Like, it was magical, and it took me out of my comfort zone, but in a good way, because it's the first time ever that I've seen a trans woman on TV treated with tenderness and treated delicately and treated like the woman that she is, and not like a back alley prostitute on Law and Order. So shouts out to whoever did that. And you know, it bothers me that I had to say it's the first time I felt a trans woman being humanized. But it is, and I mean that with all respect, and those out there, I hope you kind of get what I'm saying. I didn't even realize how subconsciously I, even being a part of the community, kind of still viewed them as something separate, other than human. And I'm ashamed to say that. I'm slightly embarrassed, but in that moment, I saw it for what it was, and it was love, and it was beautiful, and Janet Jackson was the perfect underscore to the situation. They took us deep, so now they had to bring us back into reality. When the dance teacher, her name was Aunt somebody from Fresh Prince. She was the young hip aunt. When she got Damon's ass together, y'all see I got his name by episode 3. When she got Damon's ass together in that dance class about his tardiness and about his goals and aspirations and about how time waits for nobody, I went up. And I'm going to tell you something. She reinforced something that I feel to this day. When Damon finally told her the truth and realized and said to her that he was running behind because he was rehearsing for a ball, and she said, "Is that the size of your dreams?" And she said it so condescendingly, and it captured much of my attitude today with a lot of the people I have encountered that are a part of that ballroom culture, particularly the ones that are non-trans. I know a lot of girls in Atlanta right now who are not living up to their fullest potential, playing around and fool our line with this ballroom culture. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm one of those people in my own ignorance that really did look down on this ballroom culture. because my experience from the people that I've come in contact with, they've all been stunt queens, they've all been scammers, and they all just running around like thinking life is one ball to the next when there's so much other shit they could be out there doing. Walking face and walking butch queen realness with stunted fashions on. That has always been my perception. Slowly with time and with the help of shows like this, I'm starting to broaden my horizons and, you know, get a different understanding. But the fact still remains that in 2018, a lot of these girls are so focused on this ballroom shit when they need to be in a college classroom, in a VOTEC program, in a goddamn training program in hair school, and doing something more productive, because the reality of the situation is a trophy for fucking serving face cannot pay the lights or keep food on the damn table. The family and loving environment atmosphere aside, there's more to life than walking balls. It was another deep scene too, watching Elektra Abundance go to the doctor, get called in for the study to get her sexual reassignment surgery. You know, that's something, again, another area of the life that I don't understand. I'm a gay man, but I'm not a trans person, so I don't know what it feels like, nor can I relate to what it may possibly feel like to be born in the wrong body and what that does for a person. But it looks like we're getting ready to take that journey with Elektra Abundance. But I'm going to tell you what journey I'm going to need Elektra Abundance to take. I'm going to need her to take an acting class journey, because, you know, this season 1, I'm going to let it ride, because the show, of course, they wanted to cast trans characters to play trans roles, and I'm sure there is a shortage of quality trans actresses. And not that she isn't quality, but the acting is just, you know, Blanca's acting was horrible in the pilot. It's progressively getting better. Elektra Abundance, it's you know, when she goes into these long monologues, it kind of gets painful to watch. She's kind of got she's a one-trick pony. We need some inflection. We need some change. We need her to be able to express more than one emotion. And I'm saying it with shade, but from a place of love, because I want you to win and I want this show to win. But the acting is just getting a little hard to watch with Elektra and these mother's gonna do this. We're gonna go shopping and we're gonna deck the halls. You don't know what it's like for me to have to sit. It's just like, girl, can we get some inflection? Can we get, you know, you're giving me real Gabrielle Union tease, one-dimensional. Nevertheless, y'all the ones who got me together on episode 1 when I said I was not used to the trans girls living the high life, living all fabulously. You said they all wasn't scamming, stunting, and scheming. And Elektra Abundance was the only example I had of somebody who wasn't scamming, stunting, and scheming until she stole the church's money from the Salvation Army. Now let me tell you one thing about it, baby. I'm all about a bitch doing what they got to do. But you do not steal from the Salvation Army, okay? You do not steal from the Goodwill, and you damn sure do not steal from the church, okay? Now, I mean, you could steal from the church a lot of they saints, because we don't fuck with the Mormons. But you don't steal from the church, the Goodwill, or the Salvation Army. Not only did you steal from the Salvation Army, then you gooped your children so you can pay a down deposit on a pussy. See, that's the thing. That's the shit. That's that old stunt queen ass shit I'm talking about. There's no goddamn loyalty in the life. Not only did you steal from the church, but you stole from your kids who risked their damn life for you to get a damn pussy made of clay. Ain't that some damn shit? The parent-teacher conference. Blanca, I am really loving your character. I'm loving how Blanca is really taking this house mother shit serious. I hope in real life there are house mothers out there like Blanca who are not leading the kids to steal from the Salvation Army and who are really pushing them to be their best And I like how that teacher got Blanca's ass together after Blanca tried to get her together after she looked down on the balls. Mama said, listen, honey, I'm a dancer. I got enough gay friends. I know about the balls, okay? I know about the balls, and Damon is bigger than the balls, and he can't do both, and you need to help him figure it out. I love that dialogue between the two. I love if y'all didn't catch it, the tug of war between the real world and the ball world, or the fantasy world as I like to call it, because there is a tug of war and there is a perfect balance. What works for one is counter in the other. You see what I'm saying? You can't be productive in the real life and super productive and all in that life too. You've got to choose one. And I think that's the struggle that a lot of the girls are having these days. They prioritize this ball stuff. And at the end of the day, y'all, it's only one night of fantasy. You got the rest of your life in the real world out here. That's my stance. It's probably going to forever be my stance. I'm probably never going to understand, ball culture to its full magnitude. And, just being real, probably don't even want to. But I like that conversation that the two of them had. Daddy buying them 2 Christmas gifts. Let me tell you something. He is playing the hell out of that character, and I can speak on this because I know a few gentlemen who are in his situation. I know some people personally who are in love with trans women and also are stuck in a family situation. And before you bitches get on here and judge and start spitting all your anti-gay rhetoric and your homophobic rhetoric, and that's how women get AIDS rhetoric, him cheating with a trans woman ain't no motherfucking difference than you, your husband, and his girlfriend, okay? It's a 3-way love affair. His third party just happened to have titties and a dick, but it ain't no motherfucking difference. So save me that in the comments before y'all even jump down there with that bullshit. Talking about you don't see how he do it and that's what's wrong. Men been doing it since the beginning of time. Your man doing it and your ass don't been a part of a 3-way love affair before, whether you know it or not. Okay. Nevertheless, that little white girl, she need her ass whooped because he told her to go down to the playground and she around here looking back all in grown folks' business and most of all in their pockets and gonna run off and tell mommy that daddy brought 2 gifts down to the store. Good thing daddy had a trick for her ass and put both of them in that box. But we gonna get to that later. I'm gonna tell you what I didn't like. The James Van Der Beek character. Is he supposed to be playing Donald Trump? I'm not for certain. What I don't like is how he felt away. I keep wanting to call the boy Tate because his name was Tate in one of the American Horror Story things. I'm going to call his ass Tate so I can figure out his name. He got mad because he felt that Tate overstepped him at work. Okay? 48 laws of power would never outshine the master. So he felt away. But some crafty white people shit, he going to go around this man's house and try to put the moves on his wife. That is trifling. Then gonna out him for basically having an extramarital affair when his ass was the one co-signing him having an extramarital affair. He playing a very dirty game, James Van Der Beek, Dawson's Creek. You ain't nice like you was when you was on Dawson's Creek. You playing a very dangerous game. And I don't like it coming around that man's house buying gifts and kissing his wife and drinking wine and putting all kind of doubt in her mind. That ain't good and ain't nothing good gonna come of it. But I got a feeling that Tate ass is gonna end up getting outed by the end of this damn series. Speaking of people getting Christmas gifts, y'all, Ricky got some. Damon finally gave him some puss. They needed to play Let's Wait a While again. Or they should have played Let's Fool Around. Let's fool around, let it all hang out. You know what I'm talking about. Let's fool around, baby, let's fool around. They should have played that. They should have played Let's Fool Around, but Damon had done gave Ricky cute, fine, Tommy Davidson looking ass some of that mangina, yes, honey, that boongina. That shit, yeah, Ricky, it's just so funny because I wish my first time with a boy was just that damn poetic. I wish my first time, period, was that damn poetic and that, I don't know, I guess poetic or fairy tale like is the best word I can use it. Instead of some raunchy wham bam thank you ma'am sneaking behind a house or behind a dumpster or wherever the fuck it was at in the park somewhere after dark. Child, I had a curfew in the park at sunset. You know, and it's funny, how many of y'all in the gay life had a poetic first time? Or was it some raunchy off the internet shit like mine was? Oh God, to have my virginity back, what I wouldn't do. But it was cute. You know, it hurt my feelings. And rarely am I double-minded. But when the wife was acting all distant on Christmas morning, and he opened the gift and both the necklace and the bracelet were in there, it made me feel good in a sense because it quieted the wife down and it eased her fears and it gave her some comfort. But there's a yin to every yang, and that means if he gave her the double gift, that means Angel got no gift. But see, I'm gonna have to get Angel together real quick. Angel had a damn nervous breakdown in a conniption that the man didn't come around her house for Christmas. Oh God. Daughter, I understand that you want the life, the husband, the child, the 2.5 kids, the dog, and the white picket fence. However, trans or not, you are the side piece. You get whatever time is left, whenever there's time left. Not to mention, this man took you from street walking and put you up in a nice apartment and made love to you to Janet Jackson, Let's Wait a While. Do y'all understand how significant that is? I have never had a man kiss me on my neck and attempt to make love to me to Janet Jackson, Let's Wait a While. Now, they might have did it to Janet Jackson, Scream, or Janet Jackson, All Right With Me, all the fast shit. Friends come and friends may go. Yes, yes, they love me, I'm a hoe, it's all right with me. Baby, it's more than all right, baby. I got it going on around here, all between my legs and in my butt. But that's another video. Nevertheless, that man made love to you to Janet Jackson, Let's Wait a While, baby. What more do you want? Okay, that man has got to protect all that he got going on over there in order to maintain this. So, mama, you need to dry your weeping eye and carry your ass around Blanca house like you did and eat burnt turkey. Okay? Side chicks don't know they damn place. Don't know they damn place. So that man in the jewelry store told her right, though. You spend more money on your side chick. That'll keep her from calling your house at 2 o'clock in the morning. Your wife ain't going no damn well. Blanca and that turkey. Blanca, when you burnt that turkey, I felt so bad because I saw that you were trying so hard to provide for your family the things that your real family and their real family did not provide for you guys. And it was so funny yet hurtful when you dropped that turkey. But I love how all the kids came in and y'all laughed and y'all went to eat and then y'all exchanged those Christmas gifts, and it really warmed my heart. Now, a lot of y'all's heart might have been warmed when Angel got the red shoes. That wasn't what warmed my heart. What warmed my heart was when they gave Blanca that tiny ass charm bracelet, but it was Ricky who was new to the bunch and was like, it's a heart because you're our heart. That really melted me like butter and just made me and it further reinforced something that I'm going through right now, and something that I actually learned when I moved to Atlanta and I found refuge, not just within the LGBTQIA community, but amongst friends that I've made here. You know, sometimes your family ain't the people that you have blood relation to. Like, sometimes your family are the people that you purposefully put and keep in your life, and the people that you create a family with. And what I loved in that moment is that it captured the true essence of family, a unit of people who are there in the spirit of love and cared about one another. And in that moment, despite all the things that those people were dealing with in the real world and with their blood family, they had a true family Christmas, and probably more true than those families out there of blood relation. Nevertheless, polls, y'all did it again. Keep it coming, and you can send my agent Tracy Christian at TCA Jared Root the script for season 2 and the role that you writ for me, Ryan Murphy, because a bitch is ready. And with that being said, I'll talk to y'all hoes later. Be sure to like and subscribe. Bye.